Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the 12th most popular project on all of Kickstarter right now. That is Antonblast, an explosive ode to handheld platformers of yesteryear, blow up and refine for the modern era, by Summitsphere. It's already raised $57,000, which means it's done a good deal of business so far. Not quite funded, but 77% funded, so looking like it's definitely going to get funded. And I gotta say, for the main image, I really... There's a lot that I dislike here. First and foremost, I don't know what system this is for, and that's always just such a massive oversight for a video game. Is it for Switch? Is it for PlayStation? Is it for Xbox? Is it for Steam? And I'm assuming it's for Steam, but I don't know. And you said an explosive ode to handheld platformers. That makes me think Switch. I don't know what this is coming for. Also, I see the main image. It's like, okay, it pops. It's colorful. There's like a person, and there's explosions, and then I can't actually make out the details of this. It looks like maybe a fox or something. I can barely see the name. Just this main image here, just really unimpressed with this one, and like it doesn't make me really want to click on it. So I'm sure by the end of this, there's going to be some amazing things that I would recommend putting on that main image. But right now, just So, as always, when I go into the video, though, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
For the last 2 years, you've been playing with your balls. But now, it's time to blast!
Okay, so this was like a popular game for the last 2 years, I'm going to guess?
It's time to blast!
Well, that's good. Oh! Love the music, love the graphics, love the sound effects, love everything I'm seeing right here. And I see exactly what they're talking about. This looks like it was smack dab ripped out of a Sega Genesis game. Like, this looks really good. I'm excited. First 17 seconds I'm loving so far. Ooh. And I like what they're doing. What the hell is that? Looks like my childhood. Yeah, I agree. And I like what they're doing here. They're kind of sneakily interweaving a couple very popular video game tropes right in here. So, you know, you can slide down and break stuff, breaking things, pulling things out of the ground a la Super Mario 2. And then it gets to this one, which is from the newer Super Mario as well. And I'm sure it's from some older games as well, but where you go into the background. The retro-looking game market is fairly popular now, which is interesting. Yeah, this looks... like I can see his butt right there. It looks weird. I do like the little subtle I just want to point that out. Like, that little subtle context clue. I love when games do things like this. Because it's no fun when you get stuck on a game like this, it's just not fun at all. I'm having a little bit of that vibe where you check your time in a movie theater and you're like, all right, might have went on a little bit too long. Yeah, the last 30 seconds I didn't really see much new you were showing me there, and it just was like, okay, cool. I still would like to know the system at some point. Okay, so this looks like much more of a generic style video that I imagine they're using in a lot of different places as opposed to just a specific Kickstarter video, because obviously, you know, on Kickstarter, I know if you're on Kickstarter, I'm here. But okay, free demo, I love spotlighting that, follow us there. Okay, links below, cool. Alright, so overall after the video, do I want it? Yeah, I'd like to know what system. It looks like a Donkey Kong meets Mario meets Contra Bros meets Earthworm Jim. Yeah, it has a lot of feels from a lot of games back then, which I think is massively exciting to a lot of people. I just want to know the system. Moving mountains to bring you modern classics. So we got 3 people in here. Awesome. And then we got 1 person, so we should have some good customer service. Now, first created 0 backed. Not the biggest fan of that. One thing I always recommended, if you have the 0 backed, one sneaky little cheat you can do is you can go back 50 things right now for $1, and all of a sudden, wow, first created 50 back. You look like a member of the community. Use that life hack. And if you don't want to pay $50, go back 50 things that are going to fail. It makes you as a creator look better if you are having to do the first created. That also means I need to be convinced on the can you do it aspect. That being said, you showed me tons of in-game footage there, which makes me feel more comfortable. And it's got the demo, which once again makes me feel the ultimate bit comfortable. So, can you do it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Solid start so far, and I love mentioning the demo right from the jump. In fact, in the video. And how much is it? Hopefully, don't beat around the bush. We get straight to the price. Antonblast, free demo, playable now, clickable. Yeah, it's clickable. Beautiful. Got its own page. Excellent. Awesome. I love seeing that first thing. I might even do a video on it. What the F is this? Antonblast, an explosive, action-packed retro platformer featuring a destructive twist to classic gameplay and a hand-animated pixel aesthetic inspired by the Game Boy Advance. I still don't know. Is it only going to be on itch.io? Like, what is this going to be for? Players will smash, crash, blast, and blast through nine worlds in search of his stolen spirits from the seedy boiler city all the way to the gates of hell. Now, that's one thing that I remember the video. It's like I felt like it stretched out a little bit longer. I feel like they could have done a better job of conveying that. Like 9 different worlds than like showing me the 9 different locations. Like that red one. I didn't know what that red one was. It just looked like a dark red place. And then I was like, oh, it's hell. And that's interesting. Along the way, Anton used Mighty Hammer to break down structures games were inspired by. Awesome. Shovel Knight, Sonic CD, Wario Land, Metroid. Cool. And I don't mind this at all. Some people will say you don't mention other products in your thing. I always disagree with that. I think if you could tell your customers what you're familiar to, I don't think there's anything bad about that at all. So I love the fact they're mentioning these. These are 5 very beloved games, and then Sonic CD, which... I don't know if that one's beloved. Sonic's very hit or miss. If you love games with tight platforming, hand-drawn animation, banger music, and crazy characters, you're going to love it. I get it. This. I go back to that main image and how much I hate that main image. Oh, that's a different game. But the fact that this is going to be on the Nintendo Switch, I think absolutely 100% needs to be on the marquee. And look at all this wasted space. Just massive chunks of wasted space where you could convey that information because and I've seen it before in other video game projects. I love it, in fact, when companies say, all right, here's when you're getting the Steam key, here's when you're getting the Switch key, and we can actually see those numbers. And typically, Switch higher than Steam. I think I've seen it now about 3 times in the last year. It's Nintendo Switch moves the needle. But yeah, I'd have both these right up there, to be honest. Our colorful cast, Dynamite, Anton. And if you're hitting stretch goals that might potentially get it to Xbox, PlayStation, I would mention that as well if you hit those stretch goals on the front. Here's our people, characters. If I really want to get in the weeds, this looks awesome, showing me the cool stuff. I'd love to see this. I love seeing this on a Kickstarter page. So don't get me wrong when I say that. But not here. I would much rather have the most vital information first, which is the do I want it, the can you do it, and the how much is it. And you've convinced me do I want it with a video where you show, and then can you do it? I saw that. But then how much is it? Let's not beat around the bush because I'm sure it's probably cheap. What, $12, $15, $18, $20 tops? I'm going to guess. Don't jerk me around. Make me search for it like you did figuring out the system. Destructive platforming. Cool. Got it. I saw the video going back and forth. Cool, ultra cool moves, doing stuff, showing me the animations. This looks good. This all looks great. Sound, look at all the sound. Now, I want to make some money on this. I want to make some pennies on this, so I'm not going to click on those. But that's not all. That's right, there's more. Stretch goals. They're not going to tell me the pledges, are they? And once again, this really, the first created, one thing I'd highly recommend, go look at some of the most popular projects on Kickstarter. In particular, tabletop games. Because that's the most popular things on Kickstarter generally. And just see some of the ideas that they have and steal those ideas. Anti-Blast and Time Attack at 100,000. Playable anime for the whole story. Wow. So this is an extra character that'll be able to play. That's huge. Extended story. Wow. Levels 3 through 12. These are banger stretch goals. PlayStation and Xbox ports, amazing. And then here's the thing. Honestly, I would mention all this, not all this, but this right here, PlayStation and Xbox. But I would let people know from the main image somehow, like maybe it's got a stretch goal lock on it or something like that. I just feel like name dropping that is super important, because if you put that this is potentially going to be on the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Switch, and the Steam, that means pretty much anybody, except for mobile gamers, are going to be able to play this. But instead, right now, I have no clue. This could be a cartoon. This could just as easily be a cartoon, judging from that main image. A 1 to 3 new worlds starring a new playable character. Wow! So that kind of combines the best of both worlds, because you're getting not only the new levels, but wow, that's awesome. More new worlds starring a different new playable character. So this looks like it potentially is going to get a lot more game going on there, and I'm going to guess maybe this one happens at a casino. That's cool. If Antonblast surpasses its funding goal, we've got a roadmap to expand the experience. If this goal is met, we'll be able to animate and implement a version of the story mode starring Annie, allowing you to play a full... okay, I feel like you did a great job on these stretch goals. I almost feel like these are... not necessary. With additional resources, we plan to add 3 more worlds to story mode, allowing us to bring us back to stage contests or trim for financial efficiency. And of course, all 3 will include Anti-Blast mode as well. PlayStation and Xbox, DLC 1, DLC 2. Back rewards. Okay, so we finally get to the prices. It's taken, in my opinion, way too long to get to it, especially for what's probably going to be the type of price where I don't really think twice about it. Anything under $25, typically on Kickstarter, I've done polls on this, people just throw money at it. They don't care, because it's like, we're so used to spending $100, $150, $200, whatever. Premature Blaster. You get a wider grasp of what an offer on the right-hand side of the page, but here's a visual of all the physical rewards and versions of the game available. Get a digital copy of the game on any platform. And by the way, they only have this if they're not on mobile or iOS. Then they don't get to see those. Premature Blaster. Get a digital copy of the game on any platform, but cheaper because you're early. Day 1 only. So since this is gone, I cannot get this. Get rid of this. Bye-bye. I would also have had $15 right from the jump, because right now, you are in the top 12 on popularity. Kickstarter is super soft right now, though, and I just see this one moving down, because I imagine they have a large, vibrant Discord, and they're here day 1, they're supporting it, they're excited, presumably. Oh, 54 comments, too. 2 updates. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough for 50 to 60 to 70,000 bucks. Okay, Blaster. We'll get to that, though. We'll get to that. Blaster, get a digital copy of the game on any platform plus any potential featured DLC. So $20 for the game seems reasonable. I put that on the marquee. Music Lover. Digital soundtrack, digital deluxe. What is this? Digital art collection featuring tons of development. I can't imagine this one's too popular. Well, actually, their art style is really unique, but $20 for digital when it's not music. That seems like a pretty big jump there. Then we have the Art Lover. Get an exclusive physical art booklet and a t-shirt, too. Includes everything from the digital deluxe tier. I will say, I think they did a great job of telling me exactly, like, I like the plus system here. I think the plus system is very clean, it's very clear, and I love when game companies do this, because it's so easy to understand what I'm getting when you do stuff like this. So kudos on the pledge here. I think it's buried, but I do think it's very well done here. Even though I'm very excited to see how popular these are. Art Lover, 75. VIP access, plus an exclusive, plus early access to the full release, plus an exclusive nail pin to let everyone know you're the boss. So you get the game earlier, and you get a tiny pin. Okay. Plush Lover. Here we go. Your very own huggable Anton plush. Do not subvert Anton plush in the toilet. I would honestly recommend this as an add-on as well, too, because I don't want all this other crap. Like, I don't want this pin. Like, this pin, what am I going to do with this pin? This pin is going to sit in a drawer until eventually I say, what's this pin for? And then I throw it away. I'll wear the shirt, even though it's just white. But I'm just saying, this feels more like stuff that might potentially be add-ons, because I don't see this pledge level being as popular, because you're kind of forcing all this other stuff here. So hopefully there is an add-on. Anywho, for even larger contributions, please refer to the rewards tier to the right of the page. With higher tiers, you earn further No! This is your story. This is where you tell me about your Kickstarter, about the ride, about the fun I'm going to have. And if there's really cool, awesome pledge levels here, put them here. Don't make me just go over here where I have to feel like I'm going through a filing cabinet like, oh, okay, so this is this $89 pledge level and it comes with blah, blah, blah. Like, no, make it a fun experience. Once again, reeks a little bit of the first created there and not looking around what everyone's doing, because I feel like you did a great job here with the pledge area. But that's a whole half-point grade drop. If there's cool, fun experiences that I could potentially have, in-game stuff potentially that I could have, not mobile friendly. Agreed. You can get a magnet backer and put it on your fridge. I could do that, but I already got enough crap on my fridge as it is. I got 3 kids now. For even larger contributions, please refer to the rewards, including secret Discord. Get your own character in the game. No, this is a fun pledge level, not just a throwaway sentence here. Get your own music soundtrack in the game. Wow. Help us design an enemy secret room or mini boss. Yeah, this could have been so fun. This could have been so fun, but instead it's just, okay, now I have to browse through all this crap over here. Help us design an unlockable micro game. Get out of here. So who's making it? Summitsphere. So let's go check out these pledge levels and see how popular they are. So, early bird, we'll see how much that was. We'll see how many people got there. So $5, thank you, your name in the credits. If this wasn't a listed pledge. Okay. Exclusive 4K wallpaper, backer, add roll on Discord, access to whatever. We got 15 people. So 20 people just getting the game. We have 52 people getting the music and the game. And then the big jump up, $20. We got 30 people still. That's a decent number. That's worth a pledge right there. You know, you think about that. That is you sending people digital things and making $600 as it stands right now. So, kudos. I'm just not an art person, so apparently I don't get it. And that's fine. Art Lover. Everything in the digital deluxe tier, exclusive t-shirt and physical art booklet 23. The VIP access, is this one what we talked about? It is. So this is the one with the pin. We got 10 backers. The room namer. Oh, cool. Pledge level I didn't know about. Everything in the VIP access tier. Help us name an in-game room. So why isn't that just here? Why isn't it just there? Name a room. And what is a room? Will it scroll up when I walk into there? Will there be a sign that says the room? Like, I feel like you're massively underselling this pledge level. And that's just, I don't think that's a great idea. Because anytime you give people the opportunity to put, touch your game and not have their name in the credits or some crap like that, but actually make a tangible thing in their game that they can show to their friends, I think that's a really cool and popular pledge level that I've seen in many other video games could be very popular. And so just the amount of attention I feel like they're giving it is just disrespectful and counterproductive. It's disrespectful to the pledge level, I guess, if that makes sense. So the plush lover. So 27 people jumped on board there. Okay. Cool. I bet you probably sell a lot more plushes if it was an add-on. I think I'm reasonable in saying that. And by making a whole bunch more plushes, you then would also, be paying less for the plushes. So I think adding that as an add-on is definitely something to potentially consider, because especially if it's reasonably priced. Because right now you already know you're making 27, so you can say, all right, maybe we'll bank on, say, 100, 200. Like, you can start guesstimating, I think. Or you can even do this as well, you can't do a poll. GameFound lets you do polls. Oh, I love GameFound sometimes. But you can still, in your next update, be like, hey, we're thinking about adding this as an add-on. What do you think? Would you be interested in purchasing it? Because X, Y, Z. So I think that'd be good. If it's not already somewhere down below. Achievement designer. Everything in the VIP access tier. Help design an in-game achievement. Okay. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. And that's really telling to me. This is particularly telling to me, the fact that this pledge level, which I don't think is necessarily as cool as some of the other ones, has 0 backers. And everybody who was here like right on day one, because they were super excited, that initial $58,000 jump, didn't get it. And so that tells me, you didn't sell it well. Because these sort of pledge levels, they normally get some people taking them. VIP cameo. Everything in the cameo tier. So I'm not going to scroll back up to see what the cameo tier is. This is fun. Oh, there's not, what's the cameo tier? This is the Art Lover, VIP Access, Room Namer, Plush Lover, Achievement Designer, and the VIP So everything in the cameo tier. I don't know what the cameo tier is. Which is why, you put a fun, nice shopping section in the story, so when I come over here, it's simple. It's like when I go to the grocery store and I'm paying. So it's not a complex process. I give them my crap, I give them my credit card, and I'm out. I shouldn't be having to read everything and be like, oh, actually these bananas are 89 cents. And now I'm like, oh, well, maybe I don't want the bananas. Maybe I'll put the bananas back. Like, it's just put everything in your story. So everything in the cameo tier, which I honestly don't know what that is. What, anybody in chat, bail me out. What's the cameo tier? Because get your own character in the game as a cameo role. Oh! Was this one that sold out? I don't know. We'll find out later. One person took it. So one person figured it out. Recording artist. Everything will work with you to create your own hit music vinyl that you can unlock in the game. This could be a short voice clip, song, or other sonic oddity? What? Oh my god! This is a full point grade drop. Their pledge area is a full point grade drop. It seems like a humongous missed opportunity to spotlight some really, really cool pledge levels. You can put in a song, you can put in a voice click, or other sonic oddity. So let's say, I'm a band and I make music that sounds like I could get my music in this potentially. Like I could put in something sound click wide. And they even say it. A song, a voice clip. Just you can put in a short voice clip of you. Make it thematic to the game and say, that's actually me in the game. That sounds really cool when it comes out of my mouth. I had to dig and claw and search to find that. I just, like, no. Get your own music track in the game is an unlockable. It's there, but it's so, enemy designer. Work with us to design an enemy. Cool. 2 people took it. Good, because these are cool. These are fun. Bonus room designer. Everything. Work with you to design a bonus room. Yeah, so once again, I feel like there would probably be more than one person taking this if there was a clear definition of what a room looked like. Show me some other rooms. Give me an idea of what I'm creating. Maybe even put a little flavor text like customize your room how you want it to do. It'll be your testament, your living legacy in a video game. I mean, you could really doll this up. And one company that did this just yesterday, How to Lose a Guy in 10 DMs, has some very interesting board game pledge levels that are just kind of weird and out there. And they made them like a fun part of the Kickstarter story ride, and they're not doing it with these pledge levels. And I think that's why they're not getting taken as much. I mean, obviously you could point to the high price and say, oh, it might be that. But they have a lot of people here. They have 1,200 loyal fans who showed up day one. They've raised 58 grand. This is probably going to fund. They have awesome stretch goals. They have so many good things going for it. All the really fun stuff is buried too deep and really does not pop out. A quick scroll and I would have missed all of those extras. Same. Like I see this, I say, oh, that's it. The plush lever. End of the line. This is a bunch of crap I don't really need to know about, especially when you lead off a secret Discord. Who's making it? So we got stuff. We got there's more. So Fly on the Wall. Everything in the recording artist tier, plus access to super exclusive design meetings stream live. Okay. Everything the Fly on the Wall tier, design an enemy. Cool. We stopped making our game to make yours. What? Work with us to design a small original micro game unlockable as side content in Antonblast. You can provide artwork and design guidelines. That is so freaking cool, and it makes me mad that so many people are not going to scroll this far down through the other 10 pledge levels to get here and read this. Make Anton disappear. Everything on Fly on the Wall tier, which is the I don't freaking remember that one. Okay, everything on this, plus there's more. You'll get exclusive footage of Anton disappearing. Anton takes a trip to Belize. Oh, so this is like the haha funny one, like, hey, pay for me to go to Belize. Okay, got it. Premature Blaster, $20,000. So this is the early bird, 944 people. Cool. Early cameo. Here we go. The $200 cameo tier, but cheaper. Your original character will make a background cameo in the game. Yeah, like I said, there's people that this is a really cool pledge level. They've sold out of early cameos. They sold out of the regular cameos. They're going to sell out of VIP cameos. When you offer cool pledge levels like this, you should spotlight them. Paul Bringer. Everything in that. Paul may have an appearance in the board game. So this is cool. Mini boss designer. 3 of them. Wow. Yeah, all that stuff could have been a very fun pledge area to go through, but it was not. Full point grade drop. Established in 2018, Summitsphere is an independent international development studio with a simple mission, make modern classic. Tony Grayson. Are they sending anything physical? They are. So the only thing I'm really looking for now is some shipping information, because you're sending me a book and a shirt, if I recall correctly, and a plush. So I'd like to know that. I'm just going to take a bold step in the dark and say that it's not going to be here, and I'm going to be heartbroken. So we're going into this stuff, but what I will say, all this stuff is clickable. Fantastic. Awesome. Juniper, Toadin, Kaiboon. How does the money go? Okay, come hang out. Steam, Discord, Twitter. Cool. And once again, they're not like saying, hey, everybody go to our Discord, stop talking here, do that. But it's just listed. It's there, and no shipping information. Let's see if it's in here. I doubt it. That's a half-point grade drop. If you're physically shipping something and you don't have shipping information, it's just select a country. Why can't it select a country? Oh, they do have it. It's just over here. It's in the side. So that's one thing I'd mention. Shipping is handling in the pledge area over here. Just that extra sentence in bold would be very nice. Also, is the VAT covered? I still need to know information about the VAT. So I'm still gonna do the half point grade there, because you didn't mention VAT at all. I'm going to guess that the majority of people here from the United States of America, 767, yeah. Because that's the majority of people who browse on Kickstarter. It's like half America, the rest of the half is the rest of the world. FAQ, when will Discord roles and channel be activated and or received? Yes, because that is what I was chomping at the bits to know. Similar, in other words, these will be fulfilled when the campaign is completed. Okay. Antonblast, that is kind of odd. When the campaign is completed. Oh, no, when the campaign is completed. I thought it said that the game is completed. Never mind. Antonblast is a speed game. So we got 4 comments. We have 1,289 people. You talked to a group of 1,289 people. You got 4 responses both times. That tells me that you might want to end your thing with a question. Get people engaged. One of these is the ability to play Antonblast, the speed game. From the beginning, our moveset was designed to accommodate speed, intentionally finessed to be easily put together. And so they're saying, hey, this is a game that you can speedrun. Cool. As you can see, Antonblast we played as quick as pace as your fingers and your reaction time will allow. Has a blistering fast time of 2 minutes. So someone beat the game in 2 minutes and 10 seconds? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, this is just for the demo. Good. Into next week, we're looking to host a speedrun competition to support the campaign, so use the time to polish your skills, learn the tech, and let's see who's really the fastest. So this is a cool idea. This is actually a really neat idea that I do like. So what did you title this? I don't like the title. I don't think it really tells me. Antonblast Tournament next week. Get prepared. Like, that makes me say, whoa, what the hell's going on here? Antonblast is a speed game. I say, what? I always thought some of the Wario games would lend themselves to being speed games. I can already see this game getting a slot at GQD. It makes a 90 speed for... So they're appealing to a specific audience, and I do like that, though. Good as my best time's like 3:05 or something. Not really been going for speed. Okay. Let's check out next update. Wait, funded 50% funded. As thank you for getting here so quickly, please enjoy the fully unpressed full version of Dynamite Man. The tune you heard. So here's have the song. Listen to it. Okay, that soundtrack's great on heroin. That track is dynamite. So once again, I'd respond to these people. It churns. It turns the Kickstarter algorithm having more updates, more comments, and people are more likely to comment on your updates and in your comments if they know they're going to be received with positivity and with someone responding. Only project I ever backed, and probably the only one I ever will. I want to see this through. Let's check it out. So you brought 271 people. Fantastic. That's awesome. That's a really good number. I only have one criticism. Why is the game not funded all the way yet? Because this is amazing. Well, because I imagine most people who are not... knowing about this, or like they look at the main image and they're just like, what is it? An ode to handheld platformers of yesteryear? It's another retro game. It's another retro game. That's it. That's what it is. I would imagine to a lot of people, just from this one glance. Nothing spectacular, nothing I have to click on. I've already got 16 retro games on Steam that I need to play as is. So I feel like that main image could really be spiced up. Only feedback for the game is have option to turn off controller vibration. Nice demo. Otherwise, and you're not... so this was 6 hours ago. So they are responding to things. Great. Amazing. The demo made me laugh a few times. Instantly back after playing. Some minor feedback. Awesome. They're getting some advice as well. People coming in here. Fantastic. And that would be that. If you have people playing the demo and then giving you feedback, that tells me that you need to ask in an update, what feedback do you have for us? please let us know in the updates. We've got a comment. We also have a discussion going in the comments as well. Wherever you want to do it's great, because that's going to bump up our Kickstarter, yada, yada, yada. But let's get to a final grade on this one. Do I want it? Yeah, I felt like the video was good. I felt like the video was really solid. It dragged a little bit towards the middle, but it made me feel super comfortable with the can you do it. It also made me say, do I want it? Yeah, I'm interested in this game, assuming it's on the Switch or mobile. Because honestly, I'm not sitting down at a PC and playing this. Maybe Xbox, maybe PC. Nah, for me personally, I think this is more like a mobile type thing. And you actually said an ode to handheld platformers yesterday, which got me more excited. I got much more excited on the Do I Want It once I found out that it was, let's see, how far does it take me? On the, the Steam and Nintendo Switch. So I do like the fact that you got relatively early to that. Can you do it? Yes, I felt comfortable after watching the video. How much is it? I feel like the price is reasonable, if not great. Not great, but reasonable. Early bird, $15. I don't think about it. $20. Assuming this does not hit its stretch goals, I say to myself, $20, 9 levels. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's not a great price. But if it starts hitting those stretch goals, you know, we're talking 12 levels, multiple unlockable characters, the DLC, all that good stuff. That's a whole different ballpark. So the how much is it, I think, is probably going to continue to look better as we progress, because they have good stretch goals in place, and I hope they hit their stretch goals. I can see this one really being one where you get to the stretch goals, and a lot of people are just convinced to buy it by that. So yes, and yes on the do I want it, the can you do it, and the how much is it. So in theory, it should be pretty positive grade. But I say to myself, that pledge area, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. You made me both read the story and then have to read in the pledge area as well. And then I had to scroll through like 10, 11, 12. There were so many different pledge areas over here. It was just not great. And then not mentioning the shipping at all. And granted, it is handled in the right side, which is great, but not mentioning the VAT. You know, you just got to mention the VAT, just because there's other people outside the U.S. who are going to back it too. And you're sending physical products. Not having add-ons, I thought that was a little bit of a misstep as well, because honestly, maybe I just want the game and I want the plush, because that was, I will say, the artwork pops. That pops. It looks very bright, very vivid, very Saturday morning cartoonish. I like the artwork that I see, but I think an add-on section maybe would have been nice. So at the end of the day, I think I'm at a B minus, I think. I think I'm going with the B minus on the final grade for Antonblast. I think it's easily just a little bit of polish, maybe spotlighting some of its nice characteristics. I can see it easily going up to an A minus, because it has everything it needs. Like that video, it was a banger. You showed off some great music there, and I remember within the first 17 seconds, and then you start showing me all these different things that remind me of this game and that game and the other game, and then you tell me about which games that you've taken homages from. So it's so much good here. Sean's going with a C minus. I'm going with a B minus. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Antonblast. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I make new content all the time about a whole wide variety of things. Bye bye.